mess out of here. Okay, here we are, guys. I am way too excited for this. We are not just reviewing the premiere of Seasoned, but we are reviewing the premiere of one of the greatest characters in all of My Little Pony. This is just an episode review. I do plan to do a major deep dive video on Discord in the near future, but let's just stay on topic of the episode for this video. With that said, I don't want to waste any time. Let's get into it, shall we? It starts out with a CMC on a field trip to the gardens of Canterlot. There we are introduced to a statue representing disharmony known as a Draconicua. The CMC argue over what it represents: evil, disharmony, disorder, all of which are correct. And for their silly display of the meaning, they're to write a report as punishment, never realizing that their display was just enough for the creature lurking within the stone to break free. Next thing you know, Applejack is dealing with popcorn instead of corn on the cob. Dash is dealing with cotton candy clouds raining chocolate milk, much to Pinky's delight. And Twilight tried to solve it as Rarity tries not to get dirty. Meanwhile, the little cute animals are all turning into Nightmare. Fuel so you know Fluttershy is having a day. Oh, good question. If Discord needed just a bit of chaos to break free, why didn't he before? And for that matter, how on earth is it that Pinky didn't break him out? A question I am planning to answer. Coming video, so please stay to 1D, but let's stay on subject today. Yeah, Twilight and her friends get called out by Celestia herself to the castle. There she explains the situation. A grand evil who she and her sister defeated with the power of the elements of harmony was able to cast into stone. I love this. The idea of a great and powerful threat that not even Sunbit herself could overcome without the elements of harmony. It really just sets the stage for his arrival. Twilight and her friends gather together because they are the ones connected to the elements of harmony. They alone have the power to hopefully fight off this incredible, ancient, and powerful threat. Until he is there within the window seal, literally, as he is depicted as the living embodiment of chaos within the stained glass itself. Okay, let's slow down a little bit here. I'm getting way too into this. I can't help it, I love Discord. First off, I just love his true depiction here. So many claim Discord is just a silly villain, crazy and goofy, but that's not what he is. Discord, in the simplest sense, is actually the most intelligent villain in all of MLP. He's the greatest threat My Little Pony has ever had. Look, I may like Luna and Chrysalis, and I do heavily enjoy Starlight's redemption arc, but there is never a greater threat than Discord from just this first appearance. And before you say Tyriek, who did Tyriek a need to gain the power to become a threat. That's right, Discord. You see, so many think he's goofy, which he can be, but he's actually very frighteningly conniving. Think about it. Discord comes back, and what is the first thing he does? He gets rid of the only power that can stop him. But he doesn't just do that. He then ensures that there is no way the ponies could ever stop him, and does this by splitting up Twilight and her friends' friendship. I just love villains. Discord is like a combination of all my favorite villains into one. I love how manipulative he is, like Palpatine. He's always one step ahead. He acts like he's all just jokes and fun, but when he is serious, you don't want to be on his bad side. He already lost once, and he wouldn't let it happen a second time. That's why he went after the elements, but they could just find them. He knows that he needs to take a more intelligent approach. He needs to break their spirits. Problem is, he is so self-confident that he can do this, that instead of being serious about it, he plays games. Just like Palpatine, overconfidence is his weakness. Once he is sure that the main six are gone, he then believes that he has won and nothing will defeat him. He's so overconfident, and due to this, he loses once more, trapped in stone by the end of the episode. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. In hopes of having fun, he tells them a riddle. Twists and turns are my evil plan. Find the elements back where you began. Thinking he means the maze the group goes to confront him, whereas he gives them a few extra rules. No magic, no flying. If someone leaves the game, he wins, and if he wins, he gets to do whatever he wants. I love this because he doesn't really give them a choice. He's gonna do what he wants anyway, and he really is playing mind games with them, playing on their insecurities and desires to turn them against each other. Applejack is worried her friends might not stay together, so Discord shows her a bad future, convincing her it may be better to lie instead of being honest. Pinky loves laughs, but she doesn't like being laughed at, so he convinces her that that's what they're doing. Then Rarity, for all her generosity, loves diamonds and jewels, and instead of helping her friends, he convinces her to be greedy and go after a diamond that wasn't even real, just for the sake of stopping her. He convinces Dash that her loyalty to her home is more important than her friend. And Fluttershy, actually. It's funny. He can't get into her head. You'd think the one pony with the most insecurities ever would be easy to manipulate. But the fact is she has already given into those insecurities, so he can't change her by manipulation and just chooses to force her instead. Then there's Twilight, finally. At the end of the day, Discord convinces her that she doesn't care about her friendship because they're all jerks. Like Loti, for Marvel, he effortlessly plays with his victims using his cunning mind to overthrow them. I also love how he creepily and carefully creases the main six. It's so disturbing. Yet it shows how confident he is in his actions, his abilities, and his plans. With one slash of his claw, he could slice them in half, or with one snap, he could tear them limb from limb, but he doesn't. He doesn't need to. No, he's so self-confident in his own plans and his own ego that every touch he lays on the main six is just another insult, as if to say you could never harm me with your weak power. It's the psychological games he plays that I really get a kick out of. While I'm not much into DC, I think villains like the Joker or the Riddler, how crazy and unpredictable they are, make them all the more dangerous. Discord is no exception. He not only has the brilliant craziness of a Batman villain, but he also has the selfish ego that is so Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. He also has the soft energy of someone like Itachi from Naruto, another favorite villain of mine. He has a tragedy to him plus a great design. What I mean is the fact that he never actually understood friendship, similar to how Darth Vader never felt accepted by those around him. But it's not just his actions, it's his power. Look at how overpowered magical characters can be a threat with just that. But Discord is just so much more than that. But just like all great villains do, he essentially is the antithesis to the hero. I love how, one by one, he takes them on, and when he goes after Twilight, making her feel alone and defeated, she gives in and he wins. But luckily, all the letters she originally sent to her teacher, now in her possession, quickly remind her of her friendship, and she uses that memory to break out of his mind control, both literally and metaphorically. Using her memories, she reminds her friends of what they've forgotten and goes after Discord, who is so confident in himself that he makes the stupid mistake of letting her try to hit him. You see, this mistake is dumb, but it's one many villains make due to their self-confidence. It teaches that no matter how smart, intelligent, and powerful you are, if you are overconfident, you will lose. When I think back to when I first watched this episode, Discord captivated me as all villains do, and not just his actions, but his design. For as chaotic and cartoony as it is quite terrifying. He looks like a demonic entity with his goat horn and antler, his sharp fangs, and claws. He isn't like any other threat in MLP. His looks alone, despite their cartoony nature and bright color, truly give him a frightening, monstrous design. All I could think about at the end of the episode when I first saw it was, oh, he's coming back. There are 7 more seasons of this show. He has to come back. And when he does, all hell is going to break loose. But I'll stop my analysis, therefore, today and save the rest of my thoughts on him for his character video. So, can you tell that I'm a fan of this episode? 10 out of 10, no second thoughts. Even more than that. This is one of my absolute favs, and it's going in the Astaire. Like, share, and subscribe for more because we're just getting started. I have plenty of videos on Discord planned for the near future, so stay tuned. And remember, friendship is magic.